catastrophic deluge.
Rising by the minute.
We thought we knew what happens when there's a storm. The river goes over the low road, can't drive for a little while, it settles back down.
So in the back of your mind, you're always thinking, that's going to happen this time. It's going to miss us. It's not coming here.
Should we pack up something, put the chairs in or something? And he's like, nah, don't worry about it. We'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
What we weren't prepared for was a storm that would go beyond the limits of what we thought was possible. We're just sitting here like waiting. We knew it was coming, but we didn't know what was going to happen.
My biggest concern was not the house or anything still, it was my animals, my chickens. By 8:30, the water was so high that it was already coming up to the top of the windows. Water was already up to here.
I'm over in the 911 center and phone calls are coming in like I've never seen before. It's just 911's, ringing, people saying, this is happening, this is flooding, trees are here. And then all of a sudden it was like you just cut a switch off. All the calls stopped.
That's it, couldn't communicate out anymore. And after that, the electricity also went out. After that, trees started falling.
I was just looking out at the trees, whipping back and forth. And as I was standing there, a huge piece of one of the trees ripped off and flew and collided with our house and punched a hole through the wall.
8:30, 8:45 rolled around and the coop was completely up to the top. We found some help so that we can at least start grabbing chickens and throwing them. Just tossing chicken to person and tossing chicken over. And I was standing under this rock here, under that boulder as the water, it was pouring and trees were falling left and right. So I was trying to kind of take cover. I have a creek here and I didn't think that the creek could ever do damage. It was from a creek that in normal days is not much bigger than this. And it became so big that it flooded the entire village. I didn't even know the name of that creek because it was so small to be nameless. This creek connects to the river and that's the river that we spent a lot of our time. So it goes that the house at the end that belonged to a little old lady, one of our neighbors, was taken and that it fell right in between the bridge and the river and it blocked the water. It happened really quickly. You always think, what am I going to grab if there's a fire? What am I going to grab if there's a flood? And you have that in mind. When that moment comes, for me, I was just trying not to faint.
We had a surplus military vehicle that goes through about 4 foot of water. So we get down to Michaelville and we can't get past Michael. We go to Riverside and we can't get past Riverside.
We have a highway here, but there was trees blocking the exit. That was to the right. We couldn't leave to the left because the houses were already being taken by the river on the left. There was no way.
There were so many trees, you couldn't leave basically from the end of our driveway. It looked like the apocalypse.
And then my son's standing at the top of the hill while they're moving the tree and he's watching his whole house go underwater. Whole house. There was no saving anything at that point. There was nothing to do. We just had to get out with our lives.
The fear you could see on everybody's face. They weren't saying anything. They were still out doing their job. But in the back of everybody's mind, it was, we didn't know if our own families was alive. And we're out seeing all this destruction and, pulling people out of homes and everything. And you're wondering, like, did my wife, did my kids, did they live? And just that not knowing was the toughest part.
To get back to your question, what was the biggest loss? The biggest loss is that my river, which was my sanctuary, became a murderer. The river was my sanctuary. I can't say nature betrayed us because I think we betrayed nature first. It's not nature's fault, but I feel betrayed by what used to be my safe place. And so that was my biggest loss, is my sense of home. Even though my house is still there, my home is destroyed.
We had a really cute closet here. All my collections and antiques of so many years. I picture Titanic. The things I found things from my bedroom in the kitchen and things from the kitchen in my bedroom. Things floating everywhere, everything just getting moved around. You not recognize anything when we open that door. It's a lot of work went into taking the mud out of here. At first it was
everything was quiet, and it felt very much like we were in this alone. All of a sudden, people started coming in from different states saying, I am with this organization, I am with this organization, we've heard the news, what's going on.
A lot of the things I saw, I don't wish anybody would ever see, but some of the things I wish everybody could see, and that's part of it. Just everybody came together and was just, helping each other.
And not everybody has this story, because not everybody lived what we lived and needed the help. I lost everything going through this, but the thing is that my heart could not, it was just growing by the day with every single person that came down on our property to ask what they could help or what we needed. My faith in humanity was completely restored. Those people will always be in my heart. The amount of help that I received, definitely is a big push to continue to move forward and know that we're gonna pick up the pieces from here. So.